Hey there, Michael Griffiths here, founder of Referral Marketing Guru. A referral is not a referral. It's just that simple. We use the term referral for so many different things, and for you, it could be something completely different to what it means to me or to the next person or to the next person. So let's just get a bit of simplicity into what actually a referral is. Because you've got a whole bunch of people who go, I've got a referral for you, where in fact, really all they're doing is connecting you with one other person. And quite often, they're connecting you with one other person who doesn't actually even need your product, program, service. Well, that's not a referral in my world. That is simply a connection. And don't get me wrong, connections are amazing, and we still need connections, but let's just understand the language so that we actually are on the same page. So I've got this nice little diagram behind me drawn out. So if I come in a little bit closer, let's just have a bit of a look at that. You've got right down here on the referral scale what I would call a 0. And it's still useful. It's someone's name and number. But most of the time, that person is not expecting you to call. They probably haven't had a conversation with the person giving you their name and number. It's pretty much cold. And I don't know about you, I'm not really a big fan of cold calling or calling people who aren't expecting my call. Okay, just me. So then you come along and you've got like what I would classify a 5. And a 5 is just simply where someone has said, here is a person's name and number. So really they've connected you. Or, here is, they might connect you on social media through a message or through email. But generally the connection, you still have to do all of the work to make it happen. And again, that's not a problem, but it's not a 10. So why does this actually matter? Well, whatever you tend to give is also what you're going to tend to receive. The two tend to run parallel with each other. So if you're giving out a lot of connections, but you're expecting pretty much qualified sales to come back, it won't happen. And it's simply because what you give is generally what you're going to receive also. So you might have to give at a different level if you want to receive at a different level. So we've got number 5 level, and that's more so like where you just connect people together. It's completely up to them to get it done, to sell. A lot of the time the connection sort of has mentioned, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, but they're not really qualified. So then we move to a 7. And I reckon that's what people should be aiming for. And that's where someone passes you the person's name and number after they've had a conversation with them and they've got permission to pass that name and number. So therefore, this person knows that you're going to call. This person is aware of what's going to happen. When you phone, it's not like who are you? How did you get my name? How did you get my number? Which is what tends to be in the lower levels. So at a 7, to me, that's the bare minimum. That if I'm going to pass you a referral, I've already spoken to the person, I've already understood their pain point, their needs, I've already said, hey, I've actually probably got someone in my network who might be able to help you with this. Would you like me to pass on your name and number to them? I don't ever give my referral partners name and number to that prospect or to the person who has the pain point. Simply because I want my referral partner to be able to control the situation, to be able to control the marketing. We know 9 times out of 10, if I pass that number on to the prospect to then follow up with my referral partner, it just doesn't happen. Life gets in the way, they don't know what to say, it just very rarely happens. So I want to give the details to my referral partner, but I want to have all the approval and go, hey, my referral partner is going to be able to connect, be able to contact you to be able to go through this. And at the same time, I would then connect those two together via email or via a social media message in a group where they can, again, see one another. I can explain, hey, I've just had a chat to so-and-so who's really got this problem and is looking for a solution. I thought of you. Here are their details. Can you please give them a call? So that's what I call a 7. That should be the bare minimum. So notice that's a big difference to just giving somebody a connection. And again, a connection's not a bad thing, but it just is exactly that. It's a connection. It's not a referral. So understand the difference. Then you've got all the way up to the number 10 level, where pretty much your referral source, your referral partner, has created the sale for you. Okay, so I do this quite regularly because obviously we're really trusted. We've got a bunch of people within our networks and clients who need a certain thing. I know the ideal person to be able to use because we've probably used them ourselves. And we'll just go, hey, well, in fact, you need to be using this person because they do X, Y, Z. They're absolutely brilliant at it. This is what they did for us. It's a person to be able to use. How about I connect them, but you need to get yourself going with that person? I've pretty much created the sale. Okay, that person's going, yeah, that sounds like the exact thing. The only way the sale doesn't happen is if the person doesn't follow up, pretty much. Okay, so that is the sale referral, and that's level 10. So obviously we'd love level 10s to be taking place the whole time. So how do level 10s take place? Well, it has to take place in making sure you've trained your referral partners with your referral training manual perfectly. And if you haven't done that, it's really hard for your referral source to be able to pass you 7, 8, 9s, 10s. So a referral training manual, I'll talk about in a different video, and you can just request a copy of our referral training manual. We've done that before. But if you are training your referral partners, then pretty much all you can ever do is pass connections because they don't know how to be able to sell for you, and it makes a big difference. Right, team, hopefully that's been super helpful. Remember, come jump into our $1 Million Referral Facebook group. Grab our 9 accelerated training, learn how to be able to grow your business through referrals, through your networks, through partnerships, without having to spend a cent on paid marketing. Till next time, take care, and I'll see you real soon.